welcome back to another episode, you mongrels. So, got the boat behind me and the 80. We're gonna go for a bit of a, I wouldn't say fish, like look at the wind. It's blowing, it's up, but it's Friday arvo. It's 2:45, I'm thinking 3:30 at the ramp. And we got a new little mod. This is probably gonna be the easiest mod to do to your boat. The easiest. If you got two hands, you can do it. Probably one hand, it's that simple. It's so simple, I'm confident I can do it and it'll be a 5-minute job. So what do we got? We got a new prop. Now, when you think props, whew, there's a lot of props out there. Brands, makes, models, shapes, 3, 4, pitches, size. So it can be a little bit overwhelming. And I'll tell you how I took that overwhelmment sort of feeling out of the picture. And if it eases my mind, it should definitely ease your mind. And if you're thinking you want a prop and you need to upgrade from the aluminium or whatever, then if this works and I'm very satisfied with it, it will make your decision making a lot more better. All right, so anyway, a little ramble on. We're replacing stock prop. Now, a little bit of a story on this one. As you can see, it's been machined, all right, all through, so it's smooth, but I have hit rock with this one, all right? So we're missing quite a bit of blade. Get this out of the way, don't need that. So what happened was, long story short, hit some rocks. My mate hit some rocks as well. There was quite a substantial amount of prop missing. But the funny thing is with the Devil, it still produced the same numbers now. Probably fuel economy was worse, maybe a little bit more wake at the back, but in regards to speed, how it drove, really good. Didn't bother me. I just thought, you know, I'll get a prop eventually. It'll be on my list to do, but at the bottom, right? Anyway, got it serviced. They did the right thing. They machined it. I got rid of the nicks. I was like, cool, looks really good. I didn't even ask them to. I was quite shocked they did. Anyway, took it out, and then once they'd machined it, it drove like a pig. It was, you know, revving out. I was getting 40 to 41 knots, maybe 42 knots at 5,800. Now I'm getting 6,050, and I'm revving out at like 38,000. So it's definitely working harder. It's porpoising. I'm bouncing left to right, feeling really unsteady. And I like to go fast. The whole point of buying this boat was to go fast to get to my locations and fish. Now, I was like, there's so many props. Like I said, it's overwhelming. My mate went through a process and he got really good figures and numbers and results. So then I was like, I should have done that. So now I'm going through the same process on my own accord. I'll run you through that process soon. But to start with, we're going with a prop. Now, Solus 3. And the model we've gone through is, I think it's not the Lexa. Is it Lexa? I think it's Alexa. I thought it was a Helix. What is it? I should know this. The one I've gone for, or one I've been prescribed, is Alexa. Now this is the model. I've got a 520 Sea Devil. Okay, so there are your numbers if you're interested. If you're going to refer it to anything else, so we're going to put that on. So I didn't have to think. I've been prescribed it. And then what I'm thinking is, I just want to go out and test it. I might take a few rods with me and have a bit of a flick. I was going to go fishing tomorrow morning, but my plans have changed, and now I've got an afternoon free. And it's going to be crap, but it's somewhere in the Hawkesbury. I should be able to find some space to go fast, check my revs, check my my top speed, see how it's driving, report back, and while I'm out there, have a bit of a fish till sunset, I guess. So let's get into it and have a look. Let's have a look at what we got. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Alright. There we go. There is. Brand new prop. Oh, my fingers. Alright. Shiny. She's shiny. Alright. Let's hoe in and change this over. You don't need to watch me take out a pin, but you get the idea. Off with the old, in with the new. Now, there's already grease on it. I might just throw a bit of grease, extra grease on it, but if you can see, let's see how good that looks. You can see little nicks, and that's already machined down. So there is no way these blades are one even. Their pitch is even. You can even see in some of the light there. See if you can pick that up. They're not like grease marks, they're like grinding marks. Anyway, the whole thing's cooked. So what I'll do, I'll keep this as a spare. There's a certain section of beach launching I do, and sometimes there's more rocks exposed than usual with the tide changer. So until I get my pattern done for that week, we'll use that, and then we'll swap over. So the first time we use that one. All right. Believe it or not, that's why we called the channel Bit On. It's always a bit on. There's always projects that I never finish. But we get there. We slowly get there. Alright. Yep. Slap this on. Beauty. Not enough, you just got service last time, so shouldn't be too much either. We have stainless soulless prop. Alright. Oh, there's a bit of editing to do out of that one. That's what we're looking at. She's clean. And she's nice. So that's it. Simple as it gets. One pin, socket, in and out, bit of grease. I like it. Normally when you do mods on the boat, it's crap. There's always something wrong. So now the last thing to do for this prop mission is get the boat on the water. But I think I'm gonna wait later in the day. I think I'm gonna go out later. It is windy. Anyway, it would just be nice to be on the water, I guess, or have dinner out there. But that's where we're at. And when I'm out in the boat, on the water, I'll explain what I'm gonna be checking and the process of what's got me to here today for this prop. Plus, I gotta test this. I gotta test the trailer, make sure, you know, the hubs and the bearings are all good. It's moving well. I haven't moved it since I've done it, so peace of mind. All right, see you on the water. So good morning. I didn't go back out I didn't go in the water yesterday after I put the prop on. The wind picked up, so I had to sleep in. It's not morning. It is almost 9 o'clock now, gentlemen's hours. But there's a low tide at 11:30 midday, so I thought I'd just fish that instead and relax. I was way too tired this morning after working all week. Anyway, we're in. We got fuel. I wasn't organised. Had to get fuel at the boat ramp. Anyway, woke up at 7:30 on the water before 8:30. Beautiful. I'm happy with that. So we are going to do a bit of driving today because I want to see how it all travels, get some economy out of it. I'm sitting at 70 litres of fuel, so I try and keep it honest. I did 80 litres of fuel with the shitty prop before, with the alloy prop, and they were the stats I told you yesterday. So we'll go half trim to start with. So while I'm warming up going through 4 knots, I'll tell you, I'm using Peter Bobcat. So my friend Bert with the big boat that we got the marlin on, and the tuna, he went and saw Bobcat in person. Now I didn't put my finger out and get onto it. I was a bit slow. I was like, no, I'll see him another time. I didn't know he was based in Melbourne then. So he's not coming up Sydney way in a long time. So we're doing a virtual version. It's a little bit cheaper. And anyway, really happy with what I've got so far. I'll give you a full wrap up once the whole process is done. But I'm doing it virtually, so he sent me the prop, he chose the prop, I sent him some details, which was, I showed him the rev range. He asked me a whole bunch of questions about what I want out of my boat and what I want to use it for, and then he told me what prop I should be having. He recommended 2, and I went for this one. He recommended a 4-blade, and I went for a 3-blade because I want more top speed. So, that's what we're sitting at, and I just smell some serious fuel. Anyway, so, my job today is to obviously go half trim, full throttle, give him the revs report and my top speed, and then he's going to coach me virtually over the phone where I need to be with my motor, what I need to change. I don't know the full process, I haven't done it yet, but I will give you a full wrap up once it's all done. What I didn't want to do was, I didn't want to get a prop and then in the back of my mind out of my own research, and then out of the back of my mind thinking, is this the right one? Have I done enough? Should I go on 4-blade? Should I change the pitch? Should I have, different brand? Everyone has their personal preferences, so you talk to a bunch of people and they're like this and that. So this whole process takes all that out of my mind, which is great because that's something I cannot be bothered to do. So it's very convenient to do it this way. It might cost a little bit more because obviously you're paying for a service, but for peace of mind and quality and reassurance, and if you know Peter Bobcat, as soon as I looked it up online, Google reviews, really good process. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna try to get some lives in troll. I want a kingfish. I really want a kingfish. I've gone out 3 times. It's been 3 donuts. You would have seen that. I have not had luck on my side. Gone first thing in the morning bite, nothing. Full moon during the day, which is crap. Wanted to go at night. It's been windy. The weather has not been my friend lately. Anyone who's been out in the month of between late October and November, the weatherman has been extremely wrong if you're going outside. The wind is shit. So that's the process. So what I do, I'll pan back to when I'm hitting my top speed on the new prop, and we'll see how we go. So, straight away, getting up on the planes a little bit better. We're full trim down. We've got to go half trim. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, yeah. That's a lot quicker. We're not at full speed yet. 5.9 revs. We're already at 40 knots. We'll hit it. Full speed. Let's go. Let's see what we got. Alright. So we got 42. We're at half trim at 6.2. That's got to change. It's way too much revs. But 43. I changed the trim. Oh yeah. A little bit of porpoising at 44 knots. Porpoising now. 6.3 on the revs, way too high. So we got to back that off. We'll trim back down. Beautiful. All right. I'm happy with that. All right, it was slow going, getting some bait. So we're all the way out at Kilcare. It's windy, it's a bit choppy. It's not too bad, it's bearable. Like I said, I'm gonna fish the low tide change, but I was able to get a giant yakka, so instead of cubing him up, I'm gonna troll him. Just gonna bum around these reefs for a little bit, and then I'll probably finish up in the river. But we got one big livey out. I never sound anything up really around here, but I did pick up some fish. I did mark them, so we'll see what we can do by going over the top of them with it, with the livey. See if we can't get a few more when we go into the river. But I'll tell you what, with a prop, really good. It's back to driving the way it should have been. So once they machine that alloy prop down, the whole thing changed. So now I'm going over waves perfectly straight, I'm landing straight. I'm porpoising at 43 knots, which is fine. There's still more room for adjustments, so we'll do that. But if I can get if I can get 44 knots comfortably through the river or bay and flat, I'll be very happy with that and still maintain my fuel economy, because it's a 20-minute drive from Brow to the Heads doing that. And what do we use? 9 litres of fuel or something? 9 litres? Or 12? Yeah, 9 litres. So I'd much rather do that than drive down the freeway and go to Parsley Bay or something like that, where it's an hour plus traffic plus lights. It's a lot nicer just driving around in the boat. So yeah, as long as you're not going really far out, it's okay to do that from Brow. So it'd be good to get more speed, out of it all, and better fuel economy. So I'm looking forward to having my phone call with Bobcat and then having to do the motor. That would be nice. So yeah, and then next thing, wave breaker. Whew, trailer's done, props will be done, and then I got to glass up that wave breaker. And then the boat is looking pretty tidy. So, but I never catch anything at Kilcare, nothing. So I'll hold my breath here, but it's just a nice day to be out. A bit breezy, a few white cats coming through. It does pick up later. It's either this or sit on the couch and, you know, go for a run or go gym. So I thought, let's do this. Anyway, let's see if we can't catch something. My live bait tank, it does sit up high. It's a perfect workbench. But I find when I make it into a live bait tank, fill it with water, it gets sloshed around too much because it's too high. A lot of the stuff die. So I'm gonna end up getting a live bait tank on the floor as well. So yeah, it's overkill having that. It's just technically a chopping board with some rod holders now. But I'm gonna use the inside as storage, so I'm not gonna waste it. It's not just gonna be, yeah. Or when I'm in the bay or I make it up at night, I'll just use that one instead of the bottom, the one I put on the floor, because it does get in the way. Anyway, that's another project. I'm trying to find a bucket or an old bait tank or something I can DIY into what I want. So, FYI for those who are going to do a devil or a bait tank on the back. Yeah, always food for thought. All right, you wouldn't believe it. I had chunks of, what's it called? Slimy out. And as I was bringing it in, a slimy hit it. And I got a livey hook on it. All right, I've just been lazy, didn't change it. I brought it in, I was like, oh, that's great, I'm gonna put it straight out as a livey. The thing pinned itself perfectly through the middle of the two eyes. So when I brought it in, my bait was gone, but he was hooked perfectly. So I threw him straight back out. He hooked himself up as a livey. So now we've got a yakka and a livey. And we're gonna just troll them. And I'll try to get some more bait because I don't know how long he'll last, but I couldn't believe that. He just hooked himself perfectly. So I'm just going in and I'm just drifting off the reef. Because it is quite windy, as you can see. He's not happy on that one. Technically I reckon the big slimy should go on that one, because that rod's gonna get buckled if it goes. It'll be a long fight on that little rod if something big takes that livey. All right, we're in the game, seriously. We've got a live yakka and a live slimy out. So the only thing I can do is go back on the reef, do my drift, try and catch some more bait, because I know it's going to blow out. It will shut down soon. But something's got to scream. That's what's here. Liveys and yakka, I may as well put them straight back out. I want a king. I want a kingfish. I know I should probably have a downrigger. And I got one. I got one on the marketplace ready to go for $400, so I was quite happy with that. I should probably put on, I don't have any elastic bands. I could just do a poor man's downrigger. It'd be nice to be trolling with a downrigger. I want, this season, this side of the year, I want a good kingfish to take home. I do enjoy eating them. So I've got the bait tank going. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm filling it up, but it's sloshing around. So when I put slimies in that and head back into the river, they're not gonna be too happy. And then it sprays out the top too, like it's just a mess. Like the floor's always wet around there, if that's the case. So I half fill it, which is annoying, and then I just refreshen it up when I'm stationary or anchored or whatever. But it's just another hassle I don't want to deal with. All right. Well, we've got left rod, live bait, far right, butterfly, and just a floating chunk of slimy. Absolutely blew out. White caps everywhere, all the boats are going in. It's just shit weather. I'm off it. But between how I'm sitting and my nice esky, I'm comfy. But the weather, I knew it was meant to get windy, but not this windy, and it was, yeah.